12 ways to correct your husband without hurting his ego. Marriage is a beautiful union of two individuals who come together to build a life filled with love, trust, and understanding. However, like any human relationship, misunderstandings and mistakes are bound to happen. Your husband, no matter how amazing he is, will make mistakes, just as you will. The challenge is not in whether he makes mistakes, but in how you handle them. Many women struggle with correcting their husbands without making them feel disrespected or undermined. Men, by nature, have fragile egos, and how you communicate your concerns can either strengthen your bond or create unnecessary tension. If you've ever wondered how to correct your husband in a way that nurtures love and respect, this video is for you. Here are 12 effective ways to correct your husband without hurting his ego and without compromising the love and peace in your marriage. 1. Lower your voice. When your husband does something wrong, your initial reaction might be frustration or even anger. But before you raise your voice, pause and ask yourself, would I want to be spoken to like this? Yelling at your husband, no matter how upset you are, is not productive. Men tend to shut down when they feel attacked, making it harder for them to hear what you're saying. Instead of shouting, speak in a calm and gentle tone. When you lower your voice, you create a safe space for discussion rather than conflict. Think about it. When someone speaks softly, you naturally lean in to listen. The same principle applies in marriage. If you want your husband to truly hear you, lower your voice and speak with kindness. 2. Do it in love. Correction should always come from a place of love, not frustration. If your goal is to improve your husband and your marriage, approach him with patience and understanding. Men are human too. They have flaws, they make mistakes, and just like you, they have areas where they need growth. The best way to help your husband improve is to support him with love rather than condemnation. Think about it this way. If someone corrected you with love, wouldn't you be more receptive? If your husband feels that your correction is an expression of love rather than criticism, he will be more willing to listen and change. 3. Never criticize him in public or in front of friends. Criticism, especially in public, is one of the quickest ways to hurt a man's ego. No matter how valid your concerns are, correcting your husband in front of others can be humiliating for him. Even if your intentions are good, public correction can make him feel small and inadequate. Instead, if you need to address something, do it privately. Whisper it to him, or wait until you're alone to bring it up. Your husband wants to feel respected in your presence, and even more so in the presence of others. Make it a rule never to correct him in a way that makes him feel embarrassed. 4. Let's cut the whatever my wife says mentality. Some women unintentionally turn their husbands into passive followers rather than active partners. Marriage is about teamwork, not dictatorship. If he expresses an opinion, even if it's different from yours, respect it. If he suggests an adjustment to your cooking, for example, don't take it as an attack. Instead of walking away in frustration, listen to what he's saying and find a compromise. 5. Praise him for his accomplishments. Men thrive on appreciation. When he does something well, no matter how small, acknowledge it. If he fixes something in the house, takes care of a task, or even just makes an effort to do better, praise him. Men love to feel capable and valued. Your appreciation not only boosts his confidence, but also encourages him to keep improving. Think about how you feel when someone appreciates your efforts. It feels good, right? Your husband feels the same way. 6. Don't correct him in front of your children. Your children are watching and learning from you. If you constantly correct or belittle your husband in front of them, they will adopt the same behavior. A father should be respected in the home, and part of that respect comes from how his wife treats him. If your children see you honoring their father, they will grow up with the same values. Correct him privately and set an example of mutual respect in your home. 7. Don't correct him in anger. Anger often leads to saying things we don't mean. When emotions are high, our words can become weapons rather than tools for growth. If you're upset, take a moment to cool down before speaking. Address the issue with a clear and calm mind. This way, your words will build rather than destroy. 8. Don't compare him to other men. Comparison is a dangerous trap. Saying things like, "Why can't you be more like our neighbor's husband?" or "Look at how so-and-so treats his wife," will only breed resentment. Instead, appreciate your husband for who he is. If there's an area he needs to improve, encourage him gently rather than making him feel like he's in competition with other men. 9. Never bring up old issues. If a problem has been solved, let it go. Constantly bringing up past mistakes will only create bitterness. Imagine if someone kept reminding you of every mistake you ever made. Would that feel good? Probably not. Keep your discussions focused on the present and move forward together. 10. Don't attack his dignity. Respect is the foundation of a strong marriage. If you constantly belittle or insult your husband, you're tearing down the relationship. If you want a husband who leads with confidence, treat him with honor. A respected man is a man who thrives in his role. 11. Correct him in a time of peace. Timing is everything. Addressing a problem in the middle of an argument will likely make things worse. Wait for a calm moment when both of you can have a mature discussion. This way, your words will be heard rather than resisted. 12. Offer a helping hand. Instead of just pointing out what's wrong, be a partner in finding solutions. If he's fixing something around the house, offer to help. If he's trying to improve in an area, support him. Men love to feel like their wives are on their team. Show him that you are his biggest supporter, not his biggest critic. Finally, the true power of a woman is in her ability to build her man up. A truly empowered woman is not one who dominates her husband, but one who uplifts and supports him. If you want your husband to be a king in your home, create an environment where he feels respected, valued, and loved. By applying these 12 principles, you will not only correct your husband effectively, but also strengthen your bond and build a marriage filled with love and understanding. Because at the end of the day, a respected husband is a loving husband, and a happy husband makes a happy home. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe for more.